Hey, it's Danielle, aka Wendell Woodworks, and I love working in my shop. But if an inspector came today, it would not pass inspection by a long shot. And maybe it's because I'm a mom and I have to keep so much of my family's life organized in all the other ways, but my space and shop is a disaster and it has no organization, and I really want to work on that this year. So the first step was to find something super simple to house all of my scroll saw blades, so I don't have to keep wandering around and digging through boxes like normal to find the right number that I need. So first I grabbed a piece of junk 2x4 from the burn pile, and turning it on its side, I marked a place for 12 separate holes to house the blades. Now I know that there are more than 12 types of blades out there, but I figure that I myself don't have more than 12 go-to blades, so I can always store the extras if I have them someplace different. I marked a spot every 1 1/2 inch, so that made the total size of this 19.5 inches long. And then I also found the center of the wood vertically. Next, I took the wood to the drill press and I made the holes with a 5 1/8 inch spade bit after clamping it down to keep it in place. Now, if you don't have a drill press, you can use a vise to hold the wood in place while drilling down, just being careful to keep the bit straight and centered. To hold the blades upright, you're gonna need to make a hole at least 1 1/2 inches deep. So if you're not using a drill press, I recommend marking a depth on your bit with a piece of painter's tape for reference and to keep your depth uniform. My piece had a lot of sanding to do, so then I hit it with a 120 grit sandpaper on my orbital. And this is really all that's necessary, but you can add as much flair to your piece as desired. I decided to burn Happy Scrolling onto mine, and I used my Cricut Maker to make the stencil and my nifty wood burn pen to burn that on. Normally I seal things, but since this is just sitting in my shop, I deem that unnecessary, and I called it done outside of my labels. Instead of marking the sizes on permanently, I opted just to use labels so that I can change them out over the years if I change what blades that I have on hand. And voila, I am one step out of many needed to a more organized shop. Keeping it simple around here. Happy scrolling!